We are live. What is going on? Good morning. Bright and early for some of you guys, I know. Big Apple, 3 a.m. 6 a.m. for some of you guys. Getting up for 15 minutes to watch the Indie World Direct. Crazy. Crazy. I think there's going to be some big titles on this one. I'm expecting some big titles, so I'll have to wait and see. I hope it's not filled with games we already know about. Hades 2, Silksong. You know, I mean, getting information on any of those is great, but I just hope they're not spending too much time on that. Hopefully, we get some bangers, as they like to say, right? So, welcome on in, everybody. So we got some people jumping in. Good to see you. So I got some videos going out to the wild. Excited to watch this with you guys this morning. Becca is here. Kay is here. What's going on? Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. So quiet. I can't believe they don't have like background music for this. Usually they've got background stuff going on, but apparently not today. I am good, except I'm kind of a knucklehead. I got up, got my pre-workout, headed to the gym, pulled into the gym, looked at my phone and saw that, oh, there's a direct. So immediately drove back home to do the direct because how I do. So yeah, you know, good times. Good times. Tomorrow's your birthday. Let's go. Happy birthday. I bought the deluxe version of Madden. So I'm gonna be trying Madden today. Be on the lookout for some videos of Madden. Hoping it's good. I have a good feeling. I've been wanting Madden on Switch for 8 years, so finally happened. Pretty exciting stuff there. Hopefully your leg feels better. We are just 3 minutes away. Good morning. What up, wheat bread? How are you, my friend? How's the content grind been going for you? Good, I hope. Gotta go back to the DMV today? Good times. Good times. Silksong better have a release date. I'm of the mind at this point that, since Silksong was mentioned with the ROG Ally, that Xbox may have gotten a hold of the marketing for that. And because of that, we may not see much on this direct from Silksong. So I am just keeping my expectations are super, super low for Silksong, like, to the point that I don't even really care at this point. I've it's I didn't really jive with Hollow Knight, so Silksong doesn't mean much to me. So, but it is I'm even seeing people that love the game, their interest is waning a bit because they're just like, "Is this thing ever coming out?" It's crazy that it was playable at E3 2019, and here we are in 2025. I hope so for everybody that's excited about it. I do. I hope there's something. It's just, that game has just been so weird. And I hope that there is I hope I don't know if you guys have ever read Blood, Sweat, and Pixels, but, like, I hope that this game gets mentioned in some kind of a like somebody sits down with the developers and talks about it because what in the world? How is it taking so long for 2D like a 2D Metroidvania? And now the kid's going to college? Yeah, right. Okay, Joey, sounds good. I will. Well, this one's only 15 minutes, Joey. So if you got to hit that, you got to hit that bathroom. Let's see. Is it Shyla? What's going on? Welcome on in. Good to see ya. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let me know how the audio is, guys. Let me know if you're hearing it okay. Yo, I love this right off the bat. The creators of Shovel Knight. Okay. Already stoked. Okay, this looks fantastic right off the bat. What a great start. Oh, we are so back. Look at this game. Wow. Demo available today.
Hello,
Let's
everyone,
go.
and welcome to Indie World. I'm Ariko.
And I'm Tyler. We're back to showcase a batch of new indies coming to the Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch systems. Since the launch of Nintendo Switch, indie games have brought us fresh perspectives, unique styles, and taken us on unforgettable adventures.
The support
very
of
Zelda,
these
yes.
independent developers means there's something to play for everyone. We can't wait to discover what new experiences talented indie developers around the world are bringing to both Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
And without further ado, let's dive into some titles for Nintendo Switch.
Well, that was cool. Well, this may keep you guys held over while Silksong is still being completed. It looks very Silksong-esque. It looks really smooth, honestly. '26. What's the
Oi, eu
ways
sou o
out?
Pedro, artista e designer do Neverway.
Eu sou Isadora, programadora e escritora do jogo. Quando começamos a fazer o Neverway, nós nos inspiramos em vários elementos de jogos que a gente ama, e nisso tentamos criar algo único.
A gente também notou como que usar contraste deixa a experiência muito mais fortes. Uma cena de terror, por exemplo, é muito mais impactante logo depois de algo acolhedor.
Esperamos que isso torne o mundo de Neverway muito mais vivo para vocês, e que vocês gostem do que vamos mostrar hoje.
You ever want to quit your job, move to a farm, and become the immortal herald of a dead deity?
Sounds intriguing. Tell me more.
It sounded intriguing to Fiona too, who hopes to survive this unusual set of circumstances in Neverway, a nightmarish life sim RPG co-created by the pixel artist of Celeste, with an original soundtrack from the
that's cool.
composer for Fez and Hyperlight Drifter.
Nightmarish?
Don't worry, these circumstances come with a sword that Fiona uses to explore and fight through the Neverway, an alternate reality leaking into her own.
That sounds intense. Is she alone?
Not at all. Along the way, she'll meet a variety of charming characters, each with their own unique routines and story to follow. Befriend, romance, or deceive them to unlock buffs and combat abilities to help you on your journey.
Okay, I might
This
have to
looks-
give this Immortal Herald thing a whirl.
This looks very Stardew.
Answer the call. Persist through this deadly dimension. engage in fast-paced combat, and pay off your debt when Neverway descends onto Nintendo Switch next year.
Celeste mentioned yes. Finally, a bantha farming game. What is this? Bantha herder.
From the publisher of Firewatch comes Herdling, a new adventure from the creators of the acclaimed Far series. In this tale of beauty and companionship, guide a herd of mysterious creatures into the mountains and beyond.
The journey will be challenging but breathtaking as you traverse fog-wreathed forests, forgotten valleys, and snowy plateaus.
As you cross these diverse biomes, discover more of the fabled beasts known as calicorns and add them to your herd.
You'll also encounter eerie dangers, formidable obstacles, and environmental puzzles as you climb higher and forge your way to the mystery at the summit.
Wield your staff to guide the calicorns and join their exhilarating stampedes.
Embark on a tale of trust and survival when Herdling climbs onto Nintendo Switch August 21st.
This month?
Pre-orders
Let's go.
begin later today on Nintendo eShop. Window seat or aisle?
Window,
I see mouse controls.
booth, or table.
Booth? Lone wolf or life of the party?
Ooh, now that's a tough one.
Well, those are the types of decisions you'll have to make in this pleasant puzzle game, where you organize groups of people according to their preferences. You're in charge of who sits where.
Play seating matchmaker to please picky characters by dropping them
What a-
into
what a
social
funny,
situations
what a
and
funny
watching
game.
them react.
Discover each character's unique traits, from the relatable to the outlandish. Everyone has a seat at the table.
Piece together these satisfying puzzles at your own pace and unlock fun new scenarios like bus rides, banquets, limo rides, and more. Sit back, relax,
This honestly looks pretty
and find
relaxing.
the perfect spot for everyone in Is This Seat Taken? Launching on Nintendo Switch later today.
Ooh.
Your favorite big city just got even bigger.
That's right. Little Kitty Big City is back with a free update, chock full of brand new opportunities for mischief.
Use the cat customizer to give your kitty a fresh new look, or even recreate your favorite fur ball.
Once you're looking meowvelous, head out into the city to
What was
explore
that?
new areas,
Meowvelous?
make new friends, and check in on some familiar faces.
Get your paws dirty as you learn skills from your puppy pal, or strut your stuff for the fanciest feline celebrity in the whole wide city.
With a catwalk like that, it's a good thing you can also unlock additional camera mode features to capture it all.
Is it?
Say
Poppy?
cheese!
That's not a cat pun.
You gotta be kidding me.
The Little Kitty Big City free picture perfect update launches on Nintendo Switch this year.
We hope you're looking forward to the Nintendo Switch games you just saw.
Next up, let's take a look at some indies bound for Nintendo Switch 2.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, we're back!
Back and under attack?
What? Ah! Put on a brave face, squad up with your friends, and hop into the Diving Bell as you try to go viral in the online co-op horror game. Content warning.
Grab your camera, courage, and cursed items for some shenanigans down in the depths of the old world.
Film as many happenings as possible before you run out of breath, batteries, or buddies.
As long as one of you makes it back to the surface, you can upload your footage to SpookTube, grab some popcorn, and watch the views roll in.
You've got 3
Oh my
days to
goodness.
hit your view quota. More eyeballs equal more moolah. And the more ad revenue you can generate, the better gear you can acquire for your next run. What could possibly go wrong?
Fame and misfortune await in Content Warning, coming to Nintendo Switch
I think
2
that's a
and
pretty-
Nintendo Switch next
pretty
year.
good get on the Switch too, honestly.
Hi, I'm Kenny Sun, and today I'm excited to share Ball Pit.
I've seen
It's an
some big
action
streamers
roguelite that
playing that
uses
last
elements
one.
inspired by some of my favorite games, like Hold Down, Vampire Survivors, and Loop Hero. I'm working with an amazing team of artists who have brought the world to life with a beautiful low polypixel art style, as well as composer Amos Roddy, whose pulse-pounding soundtrack locks you into the rhythm of the action. We can't wait to share with you all.
Why does he have an apple on his head?
Time to have a ball in the brand new survival roguelike, Ball Pit.
In the ruins of old Balbalon, you'll battle through auto-scrolling levels with brick-breaking style attacks using a bevy of balls that bounce around the battlefield.
Whew. You better believe it. There are over 60 randomized balls to equip and combine during your journey. Experiment with powerful and unexpected synergies.
It looks pretty fun,
to
honestly.
blast your way through the pit.
Collect resources as you progress to build out new Balbalon with over 70 distinct buildings, earning you additional power-ups, bonuses, characters, and more.
Each region of the pit offers its own special set of hazards, on top of swarms of increasingly challenging foes and mighty screen-filling bosses. This pit is packed.
Fortunately, you'll meet other treasure
I don't
hunters
believe you,
along
Joey.
the way who can add their individual skills and upgradable powers to your arsenal.
Experimentation and adaptation are crucial to the success of new Balbalon. So go out and create total chaos against the approaching hordes in Ball Pit, bouncing its way onto Nintendo Switch 2 this fall, and Nintendo Switch October 15th.
From Devolver. What? This game looks chaotic. Oh, that's cool. Cross-platform is a good, definitely a good thing. It's given me Eve Ho kind of vibes.
スタジオスノブラインドの渋谷です。
音楽担当とのぬえです。
はいです。
グレイシャドウは私のホームである北海道の豊かな生態系や寒冷な気候からインスピレーションを受けて生まれました。
音楽ではその世界に共鳴すべく声も多用して情景を描きました。
自然にインスパイアされた、それでいて JRPG 的なスパイスの効いたアクションゲームです。遠い未来の海に住む怪鳥の市場として、彼らの視点で展開する物語を楽しんでください。
65 million years in the future, the Everwinter has encased Earth within a permanent layer of ice. But under the surface, a new chapter unfolds.
In Glaciered, you play as a Twy, an evolved avian species descended from dinosaurs, endowed with the abilities needed to protect the Everwinter oceans.
These stunning underwater worlds are full of mysteries that are waiting to be
Giving some
explored
Ocarina
and
vibes.
defended.
As you swim through these scenic vistas, you'll engage ferocious marine beasts in real-time combat, unleash melee and ranged attacks, along with special abilities to fell these foes.
Use experience gained from these battles to build up your Twy's wings and various abilities to become the Everwinter's ultimate protector.
Get ready to soar the seas at the end of time in Glaciered, launching as a timed console exclusive on the Nintendo Switch 2 system this holiday.
Very cool. Looks good.
Before we go, let's check out a few more exciting indie games heading to Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
Comes the sizzle reel. Maybe Silksong, you guys. This may be where you see Silksong. It's a game all about creating stuff. What was that last game? Another cozy game. What was that last one?
That's all for today's Indie World. We hope you enjoyed the games in today's showcase.
A big thank you, as always, to our indie community and partners for bringing their craft, adventures, and imaginations to players on Nintendo Switch 2 and Nintendo Switch.
Follow our official Indie World account to stay up to date on the latest news from Indie World.
Until next time, happy gaming!
Happy gaming. All right, see where it starts here. Out here. Perfect. Go like this. Move this to here. All right. Let's talk about this real quick. I'll get the intro playing. Here we go. What is going on? Welcome to another episode of the Nintendo Powercast. I am your host, N64 Josh, and we are talking Indie World Direct. This started off strong, like super strong. Let me get the B-roll actually playing here. Come on, there we go. So the start of this thing from the makers of Shovel Knight, like Yacht Club. This it does say footage is Switch 2. They are showing the Switch 2 footage. This game looks like so many NES games kind of put together. I'm here for it. Also very much looks like the Capcom Zelda games. So very cool stuff. Like this one's got my attention. Like this will be a day one. No question. I think it is 2026 if I remember correctly, so it's a little ways out. But this one literally made the direct for me. Like without anything else, this one did it. Oh no, that's right. It's the 31st of October, and the demo's out today, so we get to try it today. So really excited. I wonder. I'll keep an eye out. But really excited to check that one out. It's gonna be top notch. I can already tell. Yacht Club is just amazing, and I've history with them. My very first gaming podcast that I started doing, they were one of my very first guests. So really cool just to see them going strong, and that game looks really cool. So excited to get into that demo today. Just looking at some of the chats here. Crawler says UFO 50 is big. 50 games, all playable from Fake Game Studio. You get to see how their games evolve. Oh, that's really cool. That is really cool. The game on screen right now really was it to me. It's giving some Hollow Knight Silksong vibes, but it's not coming out till later next year. It is that art style that we've talked about that I'm not a huge fan of, but this does look super smooth. Like, I will say the game looks very smooth and looks like it has a decent amount of polish. So it may be the kind of thing that I could even look past the art style just to because it looks pretty good. It's called Well Dweller, but it really did give some Hollow Knight vibes for me. Let's see. Joey says I got 2 demos to play now. That and Elliot, absolutely. 0 from Silksong. You guys, I know that's going to be upsetting for a lot of people. Like, I think Xbox has that marketing. That's what I think that's what everybody's kind of assuming since they were mentioning it with the ROG Ally and being playable at GDC. I think that's what's happening. I can't remember if it's GDC or Gamescom, something like that. But it is going to be like on the show floor, I think this month. So that's gonna at least be some news for that game. But I know everybody was wanting to see it. The Expedition 33, I saw Johnny Bo tweet. He's like, I think this is an indie game. Still not seeing that on the Switch, which is a bummer. I feel like that would have been pretty big. I know a lot of people love that game. I've been holding out to see if it comes to Switch because that's where I would play it, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. So I may fire it up on Game Pass and check it out. The game we're seeing right now on screen, this has got some serious Stardew vibes. I'm loving the art style. It's from the same artist, the pixel artist that did Celeste, which was really cool to hear that mentioned. It's got this like Stardew, almost like Link to the Past thing going on. And so I have a feeling this direct really did showcase some like fantastic indies. It's just we are going to be a little ways out on some of them. The one they're showing right now, Herdling, like it's a really cool take on like a new genre of game. Like I don't know that we've seen much like this where you're herding animals to get through the game. And so I love when we see kind of something new and fresh. The art style is pretty interesting too. It's to me it reminds me of like the Ico games. What was the other one? Shadow of Colossus, right? Like that series of game. It kind of is given those kind of vibes. And again, looks very, very smooth. Like it looks smooth. I'm wondering if this is Switch 1 or Switch 2 footage. I'm assuming Switch 2. So, Cryptic says, I feel for these being first presentations for Partner Showcase and now Indie World on Switch 2 that they're lacking. Even something like Hades was weird not to show up. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Like we're missing that real killer app. I can feel that, you know. I can get behind that. Like there's games that I am excited for and that I think are going to be really good, but I do understand the fact that, like, you know, people are wondering like where's that big get. I mean, from the Partner Showcase, I mean, we got, you know, Borderlands 4 is pretty crazy. It's gonna be day and date with Switch 2, you know. Or no, it's late, but it's still close, right? It's like a month later. So it's still relatively close, but that's, I mean, if it runs, that's going to be the big question. If it runs. So that's, I mean, that's a pretty big title. And you know, it's going to boil down to everybody's personal preference. Like for me, seeing that Yacht Club's got that new game coming out that we get to try today, like I'm happy. You know, some of these puzzle games, the one we're seeing right now where you got to pick the seats or whatever, kind of clever. Looks like just kind of it almost kind of reminds me of like Snipper Clips, like the art style and everything. But I could see a lot of people enjoying this one just as a pretty like a casual puzzle game, you know. So the direct overall really did feel like something for everybody, you know, which is a pretty common thing to say, especially with these indie games. What I found interesting about Little Kitty Big City, there's free DLC coming. I don't know how well this game runs on Switch 1, but I was a little bit surprised to hear that there wasn't like a Switch 2 upgrade or something along, like there was no mention of like anything like that, like, you know, guaranteed 60 FPS or whatever the case may be. And I was kind of expecting that. Again, not a deal breaker. This isn't even a game I will probably play, but I will say this: watching this demo or watching this this little trailer, the game kind of gives some classic Disney vibes, almost like classic Disney animation. Like I was kind of getting like Lady and the Tramp a little bit, and so it actually piqued my interest a little bit more. So the updates later this year, but I wanted to hear them say, oh, and the Switch 2 upgrade will be a free upgrade, that kind of thing. So Crawler says it seemed weird to not have one more thing. Yeah, a little bit strange that there wasn't one more thing. And Cryptic says, yeah, overall it's hard to be critical too much on indies because each other's unique. Each of them is unique in their own way. Yeah. And this what is it called? Content warning, I think. Yeah, content warning. This was huge. This was like there were some of the biggest streamers playing this game, and like I've seen some clips. It looks like it can be super, super funny, and like kind of like Among Us, right? Where you just have those moments where you're like, I can't believe this is happening, or like, why are you leaving me? The art style is super goofy. The whole premise of the game that you're trying to get footage. I think it's automatically going to put you in situations where you're like, yo, we got to sacrifice you. And so I have a feeling there's going to be, it's going to be an absolute riot. It's just one of those things, like just looking at it at surface level, not many people are probably going to know that. And also kind of wondering like, well, what is this? Like, it seems like kind of a, almost a bit of a hard sell just to showcase like this without like it would be a perfect game for Treehouse, right? It would be a perfect game for Treehouse. So, let's see. We Own the Sky says we still have a ton to look forward to. Metroid Prime 4, Splatoon Raiders, Adventures of Elliot, Octo Zero, Persona 3, Nina, Neverway, UFO 50. Tons of great looking games coming. Absolutely. Was always going to be tough to replicate 2017, which was one of the best years of gaming ever. Oh, no question. But personally for me, like outside of the Direct, but just comparing Switch 1 to Switch 2, like I know we're not getting the first parties, but like I'm going to be playing Madden today on my Switch. I've been waiting 8 years for Madden. I can play Tony Hawk 3 on my Switch 2. If I wanted to, I could download wrestling and play that. Like Bonanza was incredible. I'm loving Mario Kart. Like I'm eating well. Getting to try that demo today for the Yacht Club game. And even Elliot, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound, Shinobi. Like this has been incredible for me. This launch window for Switch 2, I think is fantastic. Like absolutely fantastic. Street Fighter, Cyberpunk, like Bravely Default, like incredible games. So many incredible games. And we do have a ton to look forward to. It's just, I think that your Nintendo hardcore just want those first parties. They want those first parties. So Joyce says, wait, I thought Madden was next week. If you buy the digital deluxe version for $100, you can play it today. You get to play it a week early. So I pre-ordered it, and I'm gonna be jumping into it right after this stream. So you can look out for footage on YouTube of Madden running on Switch. So yeah, it's been a great year. That last game we just saw, I'm gonna rewind it a bit. Like this to me is given like those crazy heave ho kind of vibes. And this game also does something that we wish every indie game would do. And right off the bat says, yo, you're gonna have not only you're gonna have online, you're going to have crossplay. And that's huge for a game like this. Like, is this a game for everybody? No. But it looks to me like it could be one of those just like goofy indie games like Heave Ho is again, it's just that kind of game. You play that with people in person, you are laughing. There's no you are like literally laughing. It is so much fun. And this little game here, I want to make sure I grab the name. I think it's called like Ultimate Sheep Raccoon or something like that. I think it's some really goofy name. And even they showed Ball Pit. That looks like a fun puzzle game. Like, I'm not a huge roguelike. Ultimate Sheep Raccoon, yeah. But that Ball Pit game looked pretty cool too. So I think for an indie showcase, I think it was solid. We've got Yacht Club. We've got people that worked on Celeste doing like a Stardew / Link to the Past kind of game. We got, goofy little fun multiplayer indie games. The UFO 50 that you guys have mentioned that, I don't know much about, but it sounds like it's a pretty big get. I think Content Warning, when it finally drops, gonna be a ton of fun. It's just a matter of getting the community understanding that, this is one to pick up and jump in with streamers and jump in with friends. It's gonna be a good time. I think even this what is it called, Glaciered? Like, this looks like such a great evolution in indie games. I mean, it looks like almost like a GameCube, like kind of in between GameCube and 64 era graphics, but has that like kind of big 3D adventure tied to it. And I mean, it could be fantastic. Again, they got to be played, they got to be reviewed, but it looks like a pretty a fairly epic game. Like, and this is an indie. So I mean, even just the animation and the way the character is moving underwater, and a whole game underwater, very Echo the Dolphin kind of vibes, right? So I'm watching a lot of this stuff just through the second time. Like, there's really something here for everybody. So yes, Cryptic says, I know Josh was sad Gun Pixies 2 wasn't shown, but that's more of a secret shadow drop. Yeah, right. That's the shovelware. The definite shovelware. But like, I mean, this Glaciered game, it looks pretty solid, and it says, coming out this holiday. And they're only showing the Switch 2 logo on this one. So that's only on Switch 2. So also, potentially could run pretty good. And if I remember correctly, I think was that a console exclusive, a console timed exclusive? So I feel like the overall, like the sizzle reel kind of left a little to be desired. I don't know. Like, this little mouse game looks very, it kind of looked like a bunch of cozy games. This cleaning game might be kind of fun. So, and then I don't know about this bookshop one. I have no clue about that. Like, something just like probably not for me. Not for me. Caves of I don't even, what is it? Caves of HUD? Like, I don't even know. Like, what is that game? It's so hard to see. Like, why would you sizzle reel this game? It doesn't show anything. Like, is it a Vampire Survivor style game? Like, it looks like an old Mac game, and then it also looks like that you're setting up a turret. And well, I'm so confused on this one. So who knows? It could be it'd be really fun, but it just looks really strange. So I feel like the sizzle reel really was kind of like hit or miss. This Opus Prism Peak, it's got some pretty amazing graphics, I will say. Like, Go-Go Town looks like Animal Crossing, like, just goes crazy, and then UFO 50, which is available later today. I didn't catch that, so this will be out today. I'll pick this up and see what it's all about. It looks like a whole bunch of NES games, and Crawler mentioned it earlier that it's like a fake studio that has you. Let me see. I'll grab the comment again. 50 games, all playable from Fake Game Studio. You get to see how their games evolve. So, and it's all like pixel art and NES looking stuff. So looking forward to that. Honestly, like, I think it'll be good. So I mean, overall, I think we're eating well. I think I think there's some real bangers in this indie world, and we're going to talk about it more on tonight's NPC. We'll have hands on. Johnny got Madden. I got Madden. I know probably all of us will probably pick up that UFO 50. We'll be checking out the Yacht Club game, right? Well, I want to get the name of this one. It is called Mina the Hollower. So there you go. Like, yeah, it's gonna be a super fun show tonight. I'm excited to check out some of this new stuff, and I think the future's looking bright. All they have left to show us now is a mainline direct. That's it. Tons of all of the internet thinks, oh, they're gonna do a partner, an indie, and then a mainline. You know, and that mainline's probably, if it's happening, probably happening next month. You know, it was just I was reading comments on some of these other YouTube videos that, and it's like Indie World announced. Every YouTuber thinks of mainline direct is coming next. Like, it was just really funny, and but hopefully that's the case, right? I mean, we are kind of wondering on a lot of dates. I even wonder if they broke these up into a partner and an indie to save a little bit of time, because I think Metroid is messing with the dates of everything. I think they thought it was going to be ready, and they ran into a snag. There's been a leaker that's talking about how the studio hit an anomaly. They're not going into details. Somebody else said that it has already been debunked. So it does seem to me that may be the game that is like throwing a monkey wrench into things, though, where they don't have the date for Hyrule Warriors. We don't have Metroid Prime. We don't have Kirby Air Riders. Like, the big thing they're promoting right now is the DLC for Kirby and the Forgotten Lands. So, like, it's we have to have something soon. There has to be something soon. We need a few more dates. It would be nice to have dates up and through like the end of the fiscal year, you know, to find out what's going to be coming out through March. Third parties and indies definitely filling that void right now. There's a lot here, and I think there's a lot of good stuff. But I know the Nintendo diehards really want something first party. And there's lots of rumors about the new 2D, like the new Super Mario Brothers All-Stars. You know, I've seen mock-ups of a 3D All-Stars plus Mario Galaxy 2 coming to Switch 2. So we'll just have to wait and see how everything shakes out. But lots of stuff to play, guys. I want to remind everybody, our game of the week, we're doing 2 weeks of A Link to the Past. If you've never played it, do yourself a favor and jump in. I'm fairly certain it will hook you. I'm hooked again after coming back to it years later. Like way more hooked than I thought I would be. So that's been a ton of fun. And yeah, overall, I would give this Indie Direct a B. I think it was pretty solid. I don't think it had that one killer app that everybody's going to be stoked for, you know. And when I say things like that, I'm talking like, you know, Celeste was kind of magic. Everybody had to play that game. Everybody was talking about that game. Like that Celeste level game. For me, that Mina or whatever, the Yacht Club games, yo, that's huge for me. I can't wait to jump into that demo. I hope it's already available. So appreciate you guys being here. Thanks so much for everything. And we will see you in the next one. Remember, play it loud.